Hey guys, today I want to talk about template project. To make sure we're all on the same page, a template project is a pre-made project, Cubase project in my case, with all your sounds, your effects and everything you might use already loaded in. Now it's a very delicate topic for me, because it's something I've been struggling with in a way. I was watching all those wonderful tutorials from amazing composers like Junkie XL and Trevor Morris and many others sharing their template projects with all those sounds already and how quick and fast they jump in and start to work on a cue. And for some time I was torturing myself to develop something like that as well, something that hopefully will help me to start and jump in and already have everything at my hands, under my hands, and of course roll as fast as possible from the moment I have a sparkle of an idea in my head to, to the final destination. So after a few trials and errors and different versions of my template, eventually I would share with you what I came up to. An empty screen, empty project that I start staring at, or at least jump straight in on that with my idea in my head. Yeah, usually I always come to the computer with something rolling in my head. I'm less type of guy that sits in front of a computer and tries things. Somehow it always blocks me and slows me down, and I find myself distracted and waste time on checking new plugins and checking new sounds rather than doing what I need to do. So at the moment, at least, of course it can change with the time, I'm quite addicted to this empty canvas and jumping straight in from one little idea, throwing in there and kind of starting building this pyramid. But what I did develop, and I've noticed with the time, is that my template is not there, but my template is all around me. Because I did develop some kind of system. When everything is plugged at all times, I can pretty much jump on everything around me. There is a device for me to hit the record button from everywhere in the room. And in each one of those stations, I do have my favorite sounds, and I do have my favorite mics, and I do have my favorite instruments, tuned the way I like them, at least as a starting point. And together with that, maybe I will continue later. Let's make a little tour. So, first station, of course, is my guitar station in a way, which that's how it looks here. There is an extension to it in the other rooms, but that's the basic start. Everything is mic'd already. Channels, everything is splitted into all the amps, so I can basically play something and choose which amp I want to record. Most of the time, there is a mic on every amp, according to, again, how I like this amp to sound and which mic works best with it. From here, and all the guitars are always out, pretty much also, like I just switch the cable and it's running and I just hit the button and we're recording. From here, everything comes here, which you see always is out. This is the percussion mic. Everything is, if I need some bells or tunes, I just jump here, grab something around. Everything comes here into this stage box. Also the drums, as you see, are always mic'd. At least that's the basic setup that I'm starting from. From this station, everything runs straight into the patch. Before the patch, I will stop here. One more station with all this running into that. I will always have a mic open for some vocal ideas. The vocal ideas are already very processed through whatever I choose it to be. All this runs into a loop station, so I can even record a little idea as I have it, even if I'm not quick enough to record it on the computer. In every one of those, I do have my favorite patches, do have my favorite sounds at a very quick, when I can approach it very quickly. From here, all comes here. And even here, we were talking about those mics that are already, amps that are already mic'd and drums that are already mic'd, everything is running through. Also here, everything is quite processed. I have each mic already passing through some sort of chain. So just quick review. So all my mics are coming here. From here, if I don't touch them, they go clean straight into the Antelope, into the Orion, my interface, one of my interfaces. But if I do interrupt the signal, it runs through all these other things that you can see here, and most of the time they do. And I remember pretty much each channel what it goes through, and if I need to record something very quickly, I already know, okay, I use this channel because this channel already goes to this preamp and this EQ and that effect, so I will use that. If I want something else, I very rarely turn the buttons here at this stage. It's pretty much set up as I like for things with heavy bass, things with sparkling high frequencies, and so on and so on. From here, each channel kind of gets his own treatment, as I said, and that's how I choose to which channel to go to. We can go on from here, but I think we have a separate episode about the studio, our studio setup, and the way the things works here, when we will walk through all the other rooms and see what's happening there and how it works. Yeah, that's what pretty much I would like to share about this. It's I guess work in progress for me. That's where I stopped with it now. Mainly because when I do have preloaded instruments and preloaded sounds in my project, I find myself getting distracted all the time. And again, testing, checking, what about this, what about that, how this will sound with that, how this will sound with that, which again, it's a very nice process, but not in this stage, not in this moment when I have an idea and I want to jump straight in and kind of capture the essence of it. For this, it's easier for me not to have anything on the screen. What I do have is, it's called in Cubase, I think, import tracks, archive track, sorry. It's when so I have an archive track for the drums, an archive track for the guitar session, an archive track for percussions, an archive for the keyboards, all around. And maybe one file for all if I know that I'm going to jump straight in all over. So I will load those, which are basically empty channels, but that already routed and get the right signal from the right input. And this will allow me somehow to roll faster. So that's pretty much it about template projects. Hope it had anything valuable for you. Thank you.